The My Dearest Friends Project, DisArt plus Oaklee. In 2020, DisArt and artist Oaklee Thiele began the My Dearest Friends Project by collecting stories from the disability community confronted with the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic. As the project continues, we are working to further our mission of amplifying disabled voices and sharing disabled stories beyond the scope of the pandemic. This includes shedding light on the intersectional nature of oppression and injustice, bringing into focus the experience of disability for BIPOC individuals, LGBTQIA+ community members, and other marginalized groups. Disabled people are often spoken for, prompting the phrase, "Nothing about us without us." If you would like to support the mission of the My Dearest Friends Project, make a submission by 1. Reflect. Think about your experiences as a disabled individual. 2. Create. Start with My Dearest Friends. Describe your experiences with disability and sign off with your first name or alias. 3. Send. Email your submission to hello@mydearestfriendsproject.org or mail a letter to our P.O. Box 3467, Grand Rapids, Michigan 49501. 4. Follow and share. Follow @My Dearest Friends Project on Instagram or Facebook to view all published submissions. In sending your submission, you are giving permission for it to be shared. Published submissions do not necessarily reflect the views of the organizers. Experience the My Dearest Friends Project at the Grand Rapids Art Museum and at the following satellite locations: Grand Rapids Children's Museum, Kendall College of Art and Design, and Mary Free Bed. Image description for logos. DisArt's logo is a stylized D pictured next to a stylized A. Each letter is broken up into 2 halves with alternating blocks of a light and dark color making up each half. The My Dearest Friends Project logo is the name of the project pictured in charcoal handwriting. Oaklee's signature is handwritten charcoal lettering spelling out her name. Grand Rapids Children's Museum logo reads Grand Rapids Children's Museum. The word children's is written in a larger, playful font. Kendall College of Art and Design's logo reads KCAD. To the left of the K splashes out a charcoal scribbling. Mary Free Bed's logo features their name in a simple font. Under the name, text reads Rehabilitation Hospital. These audio descriptions follow from left to right, beginning with the window closest to the entrance of the hospital. The pandemic allowed me a gentle entrance into life as a disabled person. Piper. Image description. An abstracted charcoal drawing of a female figure sits in a grassy field at the bottom of the image. Her curly hair is pulled back from her head. Her cane lays comfortably across her lap. My dearest friends, the pandemic serves as a terrifying warning to me as a newly disabled person. Becoming disabled during the pandemic gave me no time to adjust to the eugenicist rhetoric of ableist society because I was interrupted daily by its angry shouts. Image description. The handwritten text of the submission stands as a bright white contrast to the black background. I'm always invisible. I'm not believed in so many aspects of my disability and life. Sometimes when I feel left behind, invisible, disbelieved, I totally break down. I start to crumble. Having an invisible disability can be traumatic. Carly. Image description. The text of Carly's submission is displayed in white charcoal handwriting against a black background. To the right of the image, an abstracted charcoal drawing of a male figure stands touching the back of his neck. My dearest friends, a lot of people ask me about my prosthetics. I am okay, but in public places I am nervous because I think other people are nervous. Charliza. Image description. An abstracted charcoal figure with a prosthetic leg stands to the left of the image. Her hair is pulled into a puffy bun atop her head. To her right, the text of Charliza's submission appears in white charcoal handwriting. I wish my family and friends recognized that I can control my chair by wheeling myself manually better than they ever could by pushing it. I wish I was free to exist in a wheelchair without pity or sympathy or stress. Image description. An abstracted charcoal figure sits in a wheelchair in the lower right corner of the image. The person's hair is in a short bob. To her left, and throughout the entire frame, you can see the text of the entry written in white charcoal handwriting. This disabled body of mine connects me to a community that provides support in this ableist world. Image descriptions. A band of 3 abstracted figures stand side by side. To the left, a woman stands confidently crossing her arms. Her vested service dog looks up at her. In the middle, a more androgynous figure stands, their hair fluffed out in a punky style. Their left arm, complete with CGM installed in their bicep, is facing the viewer. To the right, an abstracted charcoal figure stands with an oxygen tank. Under the figures, harsh negative white shadows provide a stark contrast with the black background. Above them, the text of the submission is displayed in white charcoal handwriting. My dearest friends, we are here. We have always been here. This pandemic has forced you to acknowledge how inaccessible and corrupt our society is, how truly difficult it can be to live with limited access to jobs, food, healthcare, and education. The physical isolation, the fear. Some disabled people have dealt with this their whole lives. And now that you've acknowledged it, you can't ever ignore it. Remember this, always. Oaklee. Image description. Artist Oaklee Thiele's submission is handwritten in white charcoal against a black background.